Hey everyone, it's Stephanie with My Time Fitness, and today I have a 16-minute Pilates core workout for you. We have no warm-up, no cool-down, so make sure you get those in. We only have 2 groups, 8 exercises a piece, about 8 minutes long, 50 on, 10 off. So if you haven't already, make sure you hit that like and that subscribe button, and we'll go ahead and get started. Alright, let's go ahead and get started. Keep in mind that all of these exercises will be on the floor, so make sure you're on a mat. If you're on a harder surface, make sure you at least have a blanket or a towel if you don't have a mat. If you're on the carpet, you'll probably be okay. So we're going to go ahead and get started with a single toe tap. So you're going to come up to that tabletop position, a nice 90-degree on those knees. Keep that core tight. And you're just going to tap those toes down one at a time. Make sure that core is nice and tight and that your lower back is on the mat. These are longer intervals, so you can take your time and concentrate on that core. Next up, we have a trailing toe tap. Keep breathing, just nice and easy. And rest those feet for 10 seconds, and then we're gonna pop them back up there. So this time we're gonna trail the toes, so we're gonna tap, tap, and that last one you put down, bring it up. And then you're going to switch. Tap, tap, up, up. And just keep alternating that. About halfway through. I know it doesn't seem like we're doing a lot of work, but if you take the time and slow it down and keep that core nice and tight, you'll feel it. You are doing a lot of work. Next up, we have a double toe tap. So keep those feet down there, rest those abs, that core, because I can already feel mine. This time we're going to pop it back up, hinge those knees nice together, and drop both and back up. If for whatever reason you're feeling your lower back come off the mat, then stop what you're doing. You can go as low as you can until you feel that back come up, or you can just go back to those single or those trailing toe taps. It just means you're just not at that core strength yet, and you just need to work up to it. It's nothing to be, to feel bad about. It's just something you have to work on, and that is completely okay. Next up, we have an alternating knee hold. So rest that. We're going to come bring our legs out. We're just going to bring up a knee, hold it for a couple of seconds, and release and switch. So bring up a knee and switch. And you can do a nice crunch here if you want. You can leave this other foot down if you want, or you can bring it up and let it hover and do like this, which is more work, obviously. It's whatever you need today. Next up, we have a double knee hold. Make sure you're not pulling too hard on that knee. It's a nice, gentle hold. All right, rest really quick for that double knee hold. We're just going to bring in both knees and hold and back out. In and out. And again, if you want, you can come up and hold. Keep those feet out and hover. Completely up to you. This is too much, you just lay down, crunch up and hold. Next up, we have single leg drops. And let this relax. We're going to bring both those feet up. And you're just going to drop a single leg and back up. Nice controlled drop and back up. Make sure you're breathing. Legs are getting a little shaky. Keep going, we're more than halfway through. 2 more exercises in this group. Let that relax. Next up we have crisscross scissors, which is almost the same thing we were doing before with the single leg drop, but we're going to crisscross. So when you bring, you're going to drop one leg, and that leg you drop, you're going to crisscross crunch the other way. So drop and crunch. It may be a small movement, that's completely okay. If this is too much for you, you can just leg up and crunch. Bring it back down, leg up and crunch. I don't know about you, but I am already feeling it in my core. Whew. Yikes. Next up, we have a double leg drop. So we're going to bring those feet up. If you need to bend at the knees a little bit, that is okay. If those legs are, it's too much, you're just going to bring your legs down as much as you can and bring them back up. So the second you feel those legs or that lower back start to lift up off the mat, bring them back up. If you need to, you can bend and just go back to those double toe taps. I don't know about you, but my core, yikes, it is hurting. It's definitely burning. If your core is burning too, hit that like and that subscribe button. Yikes. Oh man. All right, we're gonna go ahead and head on to group 2. If you need to really quick, pause, get a drink of water, and then we'll get right back into it. All right, we're back, so let's get into that second group. We are going to start off with a reverse crunch. So again, those legs up there, hands by your side, and just a nice controlled lift of those hips. Try not to swing too much. If this is too much for you, you can just go and do a regular crunch. core nice and tight. Keep breathing. Starting to sweat a little bit. It's getting really hot in here. All right, drop those legs really quick. Next up we have a supine leg circle. We're gonna start off with our left side, so relax that right leg. You're gonna bring it up and just start circling. Nice tight circles. Point that toe and just circle. Find a spot on the ceiling and just draw a circle. That's all you gotta do. Nice and tight around that hip. Switch directions. It's nice and slow. There's no need to rush here. All right, let that leg relax, and then we're gonna do the same thing on our right leg. Start that circle. Remember to keep your core nice and tight. May not feel like you're working it, but you are. Switch. We're going to go the opposite direction now. Next up we have double leg circles. All right, let those legs relax a little bit. We're going to get both of them up there. Point those toes and circle. Nice circle. If you let those legs come out a little bit, it'll make it harder on those abs. If you need it less difficult, then bring it back up so it's more towards the ceiling. Just straight up and down. Switch directions. Keep it going nice and slow. Next up we have a bridge. All right, put those feet down. Get those heels nice and close to your butt, as close as possible. And you're gonna come up into that bridge position. You keep your hands down if you need to. Lift it up as high as you can, bring it back down. Hover, do not set all the way back down unless you absolutely need to. And press back up and squeeze for a couple of seconds. Back down and squeeze up. Next up, we're going to roll over and for a plank. 3 more exercises and we're done. At least it went by crazy fast. Right, come down. We're going to roll over for that plank. You can do a high plank or off your forearms. It's up to you. Keep that core nice and tight, those hips up. And just breathe. If this is too much for you, you can do that plank off your knees. We're about halfway through. If you need to, before you completely rest, drop to those knees first. And get right back up into it. Next we have a back bow. Alright, now we're going to come down to our stomachs for that back bow. You can keep your hands up here at your sides if you want to. I'll show you a couple ways to do it. So you can come up, keep those feet down, or you can come up with those feet, or you can extend completely, or again with those feet down. Just whatever you need. Just come back down, right back up. It's very important to work that back as well when you're working that core. Keep breathing. And we're going to end with swimmers. So we're going to stay in this position and I'll show you a couple ways to complete swimmers. So it's opposite leg, opposite hand. Up and down. Up and down. It's a nice controlled lift of both. If you need it one at a time, arm, arm, leg, leg. Or you can do a full swimmer. It's up to you. Keep breathing, we're almost finished. All right, and we are already finished with that 60-minute Pilates core workout. I really hope you enjoyed it. My abs are on fire, so I hope yours are too. Remember to get that cool down in. You're really gonna wanna stretch out that core and those legs. They did a lot of work today. So yeah, but I hope you enjoyed it. And if you did, make sure you hit that like and that subscribe button. Follow me on Instagram. You can find me on my paid Patreon. And I will see you next time. Thanks.